Hello, good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I hope y'all are having a wonderful morning this morning. I am here, of course, with Mr. T, who's taking a big old chomp out of a carrot. Oh my goodness, he's so cool. Welcome, welcome, everybody. I hope y'all are having a great morning. Oh, big chomps. That is a big bite. Can you take a big bite like a tortoise? Oh, good job. Those are some awesome big tortoise bites. So today, once again, we're going to be talking about animals with scales, of course. Good morning, Jack and Claire. Hi, guys. Welcome this morning. Today, we're talking about animals with scales, once again, because we have lots of them and we didn't get quite enough time last week. So we're going to talk about more animals that have scales today. So, of course, tortoises have scales. They are reptiles, right? And all reptiles have scales, which is pretty cool. Oh, that's a big bite. I think that might be too big. He's so silly. So tortoises are super cool. And good morning, everybody. If you guys are just joining us, be sure to comment down below your name, the names of the kiddos that are joining us, so we can say hello and good morning, like hello to Miss Claire and little Jack, of course. Welcome, guys. Oh my goodness, big tortoise bites. These guys love to eat carrots, and they eat lots of different things. So red-footed tortoises, like Mr. T here, they come from the rainforest, the forests and savannas of South America, which is pretty cool. And in the forests and savannas, they live high up in the trees. What? Do tortoises climb trees? No, tortoises can't climb trees. Of course not. They live on the forest floor, of course. And that's why they have these reds and browns and yellows and oranges on their scales to help them blend in with the dead leaves and the dirt on the forest floor, right? Oh, you rolled it away. He's so cool. So tortoises do have scales, of course, and his are pretty big. You can see each one of these red spots is a scale. He has lots of reds and orange and yellow spots on the top of his head, which is pretty cool. And he has scales to help protect him. It makes his skin really, really hard, right? He also has some pretty special sort of scale-like things on his back. These are called plates. This is his shell. The top of his shell is called his carapace, of course, which is a fun word to say, carapace. But each one of these plates on his shell are just really hard, kind of basically scale-like things, which is pretty cool. Each one you can see has these rings around it. Those rings are like the rings on a tree. As he grows, as he gets bigger, his shell gets bigger too. It grows with him, which is pretty cool. And he is super cool. This guy is, oh, he's about 12 years old, which is really old, right? And he's about 12 inches across on his shell or so from front to back. But he can grow to be up to 14 inches, which is a little bit bigger than he is right now, but still pretty big. And he can live to be up to 60 years old, which is crazy old for such a small animal, but not very old for a tortoise. Do you guys have a guess of how old the oldest tortoise ever lived to be? What do you guys think? If you have a guess, comment down below. How old do you think the oldest tortoise ever was? Remember, this guy's about 12 years old, which is pretty cool. He is so much fun. We love our red-footed tortoise friends around here. We have lots of them, which is pretty cool. You done with your carrot? You gonna take another bite? He says maybe. He's so cool. And so these guys don't have teeth like we do. They cannot chew their food. So they take big bites of their food with their beak, of course. You want to take another big bite? He says, nah. He's thinking about other things. He's so silly. Good morning, everybody, from me and Mr. T, of course. We're having a wonderful morning this morning talking about some animals with scales. As you can see, Mr. T has lots of these bright red and brown scales all over his feet and his head, which is pretty cool. And he is amazing. You want to take another big bite? There we go. Ow! That's a big bite from a tortoise. Mr. T is super cool. And so we were talking about how this guy is about 12 years old. And the oldest tortoise ever was a Galapagos tortoise. And he lived to be 188 years old. What? That is crazy, right? That is much older than the oldest person who only lived to be 122. which is pretty cool. Well, these guys are amazing with their big, bright scales, but I think it's about time to meet another animal with scales. Are you guys ready to meet our next animal? Yes, I think we are. Okay, let's get another big bite of carrot. One more big bite. You got it? Ow! Good job, Mr. T. He loves his carrots. Okay, well, let's all say goodbye to Mr. T. Can you do a slow goodbye wave? Bye, Mr. T. Good job, guys. There we go. And oh no, look at this. He is one messy, messy tortoise. Our tortoises right now live outside where they get to play in the mud and the dirt all day long. They get to have lots of fun. So he's a very dirty tortoise, but that's okay. We love him anyway. He's pretty fun. So let's see if we can find another animal with scales. So this is my friend Miss Peggy Sue, and Peggy is a chicken. A bantam chicken, of course, which is pretty special. And she right now is looking for some snacks. So let's see if we can give her a couple little snacks. So these are some leafy greens, some vegetables, of course. They are not her favorite thing, but she does love to eat vegetables and fruits and things like that. She's like, nah, I want the fun stuff. They also like to eat lots of other things like grains and corn and things like that. But a lot of people think that chickens are vegetarians, that they only eat grains and corns and leafy greens and things. But chickens are actually omnivores, which means that they eat both plants and animals, right? Chickens, one of their favorite things to eat is actually bugs. Bugs? Do you like to eat bugs? No, we don't like to eat bugs, right? But chickens do. So I have a couple little mealworms here. Let's see if we can see them. Wow! Oh my goodness, she's so fast. She ate those mealworms so fast. That was super cool. And so remember, today we are talking about animals with scales. Do chickens have scales? See, we know that they have feathers on their back, right? They have all these soft, fluffy feathers, but do they have scales? Yes, they do. Look at her feet. She has scales on her feet. That's pretty crazy. Do you guys have scales on your feet? No, right? We don't have scales at all. We are mammals, right? We have hair, we have skin. We do not have scales like a chicken. Are you looking for some more snacks? She says, yes. She's a hungry, hungry hippo. I don't know if you guys knew this. There we go. She says, I just want more bugs. So this is a chicken. She's a bantam chicken, of course, which is just a really small version of a chicken, kind of a miniature chicken, which is pretty cool. Her name is Peggy Sue. My name is Allie, of course. If you guys are just joining us, be sure to comment down below your name or the names of the kiddos that are joining us. We love to say hello and good morning to you guys this morning. You know, we had Jack on a little bit earlier. Who else is joining us this morning? What do you think, Peggy? Oh, she's so cool. And so she is a little tiny chicken called a bantam chicken. And what do chickens lay that we like to eat for breakfast? They lay waffles? No. Pancakes? No, chickens don't lay waffles or pancakes. They lay eggs, of course, and this is a chicken egg. One of our chickens laid this egg this morning, but I don't know if it was Miss Peggy because we have 8 chickens, so who knows who it came from. But if you look, it's really, really small. It's about a third the size of a regular egg you would buy at the store, but it has a shell and a white and a yolk, and it looks and tastes just the same as the regular eggs you get from the store. But we actually don't eat these eggs. You could. I have. They're delicious. But we actually hard boil them and we feed them to some of our other animals, like our tortoises who we just met and our hedgehogs, because they like to eat eggs too, which is pretty silly. What are you doing this morning? Oh, good morning. Rachel and Ethan are here this morning. Good morning, Rachel and Ethan. I hope y'all are having a wonderful morning. Oh my goodness, me and Peggy are having a great old time eating snacks. Would you like some more bugs? That's what she's looking for. Chickens love bugs. What do you think? Yeah, she says. I know that's a piece of dirt in there. I don't know where that came from. She's so cool. And I love Miss Peggy Sue. One, because she's very tall, and two, because she has these super long legs. Her feathers aren't super fluffy, so you can see how big her legs actually are. She has these really long legs. I always joke that she kind of looks like a dinosaur, which is pretty silly. She's our little dinosaur chicken. She's amazing. So chickens are pretty awesome. We love our little chicken friends, but it looks like it's about time to meet our next scaly animal. Are you guys ready to meet our next animal? Yes, I think we are. Okay, can we all flap our wings? Say goodbye to Miss Peggy. Can you flap your wings? Flap, 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 flap. Good job, guys. Those are some awesome flapping wings. There we go. We're going to put her right back in there. Good job, Miss Peggy. Let's see. She made another big mess. We're going to shake that off over there. Let's see if we can find our next scaly animal. So our next animal is a lizard, of course. We met some lizards last week. If you missed last week, go back and look. We met our bearded dragon and our blue-tongued skink friend, which is pretty fun. Oh, here she is. So this, we're going to move this out of the way so we can get real close. This is my friend Luna, of course, and Luna is a leopard gecko, which is so cool. Do you guys have a guess why she's called a leopard gecko and not a tiger gecko? What do you think? Hey, right? She's got spots, right? She has spots all over her body, which is pretty cool. She also has lots and lots of scales, but her scales are teeny tiny. They're very, very small. So she doesn't feel rough and bumpy like a bearded dragon or like a blue-tongued skink. She feels really, really smooth, kind of like skin. Her scales almost feel like skin, which is super amazing. They're really cool. She does have some bumpy skin. You can see she has all these little bumps all over her back, which are pretty fun. And she is amazing. So Luna is a pretty special gecko. She is a leopard gecko, and they are a desert gecko. They live in the desert, which is pretty cool. So they have a couple special adaptations, a couple special traits that help her live in the desert. So one is that she has her scales, of course. Two is her feet. Look at her little feet. Say they look like fairly normal feet, right? But they're actually pretty special for gecko feet. So if you look, where are you going today? Her little feet has little toes and little claws, of course, that she uses to hold on. But most geckos don't have claws. They have sticky toes. Is that pretty silly? Do you guys have sticky toes? Can you touch your toes? Touch your fingers. Are they sticky? No, not really, right? So these guys don't have sticky toes either. So a lot of geckos do because they come from the rainforest where there's lots of smooth leaves and things like that. So most geckos can climb up glass and smooth leaves, but leopard geckos, they don't need that because they come from the desert. There's not many smooth things in the desert. There's lots of sand and rocks, right? And so she doesn't have those sticky toe pads because she doesn't need them, which is pretty silly. And also, I think she looks especially cute in a silly hat. What do you guys think? Whoop! Oh, she's too fast for her hat. Oh my goodness, she is amazing. Maybe we can try a slightly smaller hat, maybe a safari hat to help her in the desert. What do you think? Oh goodness, where are you going? She says, I'm crawling away. She's so cool. So another adaptation that this little lady has to living in the desert. Oh, Maxine wants to know, can she change colors? That is a really great question, Maxine. Good morning, Maxine. So the answer is no. This one cannot change colors. Some lizards can. A lot of times we think of chameleons can really change colors, but even bearded dragons can change color a little bit. They can change color from a lighter to a darker version. This little lady cannot change colors. Right now, she's a little bit lighter than she usually is. I'm pretty sure she's going to shed her skin soon, which is pretty cool. But she can't change colors like some lizards, which is pretty awesome. That was a wonderful question, Maxine. If anyone else ever has a question, you can always comment down below your questions. We love to see your awesome questions. Where are you going? She is so excited to see you guys this morning. She's jumping to the camera, which is pretty silly. So another really special adaptation that this lizard has is her tail. So what's special about her tail? It looks kind of like a regular tail. It's just really big, right? She has a very, very fat tail. And that's because her tail is full of fat. That's all it is. She has lots of extra fat in her tail, which is a weird thing. Say that's not a normal thing for something to have. And she has that because she is a desert animal. You think about what's another desert animal? A camel. Camels are desert animals too, right? And camels have big humps on their back. They have those big humps on their back that are full of extra fat and nutrients because in the desert, sometimes you can go a long time without eating because there's not many things in the desert, right? So you can go a long time without finding food. So camels and even leopard geckos store extra fat back here, extra nutrients, extra snacks in their tail to help them get through times when they may not find food for a few days, which is pretty cool. These little guys are amazing, and she is super active this morning, which is kind of surprising because she is a nocturnal animal. That's a big word. Do you guys know what nocturnal means? Yeah, it means she is most active at nighttime, and she sleeps all day long. Are we nocturnal as people? No, right? Say we are not nocturnal. We are the opposite of nocturnal. We are diurnal. That's the fancy name for being awake during the day, which is pretty cool. The opposite of an owl or a bat or a leopard gecko. These guys are amazing. We love our little leopard gecko friends. And one of my favorite things about Miss Luna here is her eyes. So these cameras that we have here don't do her eyes any justice. But let's see if we can get it real close. Look at those eyes. So they're really hard to see, but they have vertical pupils like cat's eyes. They look just like the eye of a kitty cat. And they work really, really well in the daytime and at nighttime. She can see in the dark, which is super cool since she does most of her hunting at nighttime because this little lady likes to eat bugs, of course. Do you guys like to eat bugs? We don't like bugs, right? But leopard geckos love bugs. So I have a couple bugs here today. I don't know if she will eat them because she just ate yesterday. And remember, she is a desert animal. She doesn't eat very often. So I'll hold these bugs out here, see if she's hungry. But I don't have high hopes for her eating anything today. But she eats with her really special teeth. Do you guys have teeth? Can you show me? Yes, we do have teeth, right? And us as people, we don't have too many teeth. I think we have, 30 something teeth, 32 teeth or something like that. So you're crawling all around to put these bugs away. But leopard geckos have lots of teeth. They have 100 teeth. What? Do you guys have 100 teeth? No, right? That's like 3 times as many teeth as we do. And her teeth are pretty special. They're just like shark teeth. Shark teeth, that's pretty cool. That means that she is constantly replacing her teeth. She constantly gets new teeth all the time. Do you guys get new teeth all the time? No, right? Say we don't get new teeth. We kind of get new teeth once when we're young, and then we keep our teeth for the rest of our life. But leopard geckos don't do that. Just like a shark, they are constantly getting new teeth all the time, which is pretty crazy. These guys are absolutely amazing. We love our little leopard gecko friends, but unfortunately, it looks like it's almost time for us to go. But I had lots of fun today. I hope you guys had fun. Maybe learned a little something. That's always the goal, right? Say lots of learning. She's so cute. She is amazing, but it looks like it's time for us to go. So thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. I hope you guys had fun. I know I had fun. I hope you maybe learned a little something. That's always the goal, right? If you guys want to keep having fun, you can always go to our website, tinytailstoyou.com. We have lots of fun, free things that you can do there. Lots of activities, songs, videos, yoga videos, coloring pages, lots of fun things. Oh, good morning, Mom. I'm glad you caught us right at the end. My mom has joined, which is pretty fun. Or if you guys want to book a program of your own where you get to hang out with me and some of our awesome animals, so you can definitely do that too. Again, tinytailstoyou.com is our website, which is super awesome. But it looks like it's time for us to go. So goodbye, everybody. thank you so much for joining us this morning, and we will see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Let's see if we can say goodbye to Instagram. Bye, Instagram. And goodbye to Facebook and YouTube. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Bye, everybody.